Hi everyone, welcome back to Chaos Head. We started chapter 8, so that means we're actually pretty fucking close to the end. There's only 3 chapters left. Well, chapter 8, chapter 9, and then chapter 10. And then we're done. So yeah, let's continue on and see what the fuck's going on with our sister and shit. When Momose called him out, Bun showed his face at the Frisia Investigations Company half an hour after their promised meeting time.
ちょっとワンちゃん遅いじゃないの
Momose's yell was flying toward him as soon as he entered the office. Hunching his neck, Bun put on an amiable smile and walked up to the desk of Frisia's company's president. He hadn't brought her any refreshments today, and he was starting to regret it, thinking he'd made a mistake.
あらつばちゃんは
今日は別行動
Let me just check something here. We're gonna lower the BGM playback a bit because I think the voices are a bit too silent. Okay, that should do it.
若い子をこき使ってバンちゃんは楽してるわけね
いやいや俺もちゃんとやってるよ昨日だって徹夜でいろいろ調べてたんだぜおかげで最近の女子高生の生態についてはかなり詳しくなった、
あんたね呆れて物も言えないわ
でこうして俺を呼びつけたってことはあの子と連絡取れたってこと
今来てるわ
さすがももちゃんちなみに可愛い子かい
Seeing Bun grin and leer, Momose whapped him on the head. It was a rather searing thwack, one with some nicer wrist action in it.
いつまでもバカなこと言ってんじゃないわよエロ親父
冗談だって
There was something Bun had requested of Momose as a personal favor. He wanted to have an individual conversation with a certain person who was connected to one of the new gen cases, so he'd asked her to create a setting in which the two of them could meet. He intended to discuss something based on purely personal circumstances, nothing presently related to the new gen investigation. Due to his position, Bun couldn't get a jump on the other detectives at headquarters and go to meet her on it. What the fuck? Read! Due to his position, Bun couldn't get a jump on the other detectives at the headquarters. Okay, the sentence seems fucked up to me, but... And go to meet her on his own as part of work. Nudging Ban onward, Momose headed for a corner of the office. A narrow space surrounded by file-packed shelves could be found there. It was the space they used as a waiting room, and 2 couches with room for 2 people apiece had been crammed in there. When Ban followed Momose in, a lone girl was sitting there. She wore the Suimei Academy school uniform. Head lowered and shoulders slumped, she appeared horribly worn out.
ごめんねお待たせしちゃって
The girl raised her head in startlement when Momose addressed her. Her glasses had slipped down a little, and she adjusted them with her finger.
あ、いえ、平気です。
Upon seeing Bun, she nodded to him with a somewhat intimidated expression. Bun felt a bit wounded. In his own way, he'd been aiming for an attitude and appearance that wouldn't scare anyone, but he was forced to acknowledge that the fierce, high-pressure atmosphere unique to detectives had come creeping out regardless. He smiled wryly at himself on the inside, knowing he had still a long ways to go, and sat down facing Yua.
楠木ゆあさんだね
はい。
亡くなったミヤさんの双子の姉それで間違いないかな
Pulling her chin back a tad, Yua answered with a nod. The first new gen case, the group diving, a girl named Kusunoki Miya had been among the 5 high school students to jump off and die.
まあ そんな緊張しなさんな。君を取り調べようなんて思っちゃねえんだ。雑談程度に思ってよ。本題に入る前にちょっと聞いていいかい？ゆあちゃんは妹さんが亡くなったことについてどう思う？
ちょっとバンちゃん。
あ、悪いね。職業病ってやつか。気を使うような言い方できなくってな。ただ気になってたんだ。捜査本部でも話題になってたんだが、楠木美也さんの遺族は奇妙だって。
バンちゃん。
いえ、いいんです。
Momo's had half risen at the intensity of Ban's statement, but you are silenced, sir.
私もおかしいって思いますから。
はあ、
集団ライブで飛び降りた5人には自殺する理由なんてなかった。家族や友人はみんなそう主張している。だがミヤさんの家族だけは違った。
Ban took out the fan stuck in his belt and began to fan himself.
何も主張しなかった。あっさり受け入れたって聞いてる。あまりに何も言わなさすぎて奇妙だったってな。なんでだい？
お父さんもお母さんもみやちゃんが死んでからおかしくなっちゃったんです。
Anguish seeped into US voice.
最初はみやちゃんの事件の知らせを受けた日はそれでも泣いていたんです。お父さんもお母さんもとても辛そうでした。でも次の日の朝、なぜか2人は楽しそうに笑っていたんです。みやちゃんが死ぬ前と全く同じに戻ってたんです。たった1日で。私わけが分からなくて、2人はみやちゃんのこと忘れようとしてるんじゃないかって思って。そうしたらお父さんが笑いながら「お前に妹なんていないよ」って。
What the fuck?
みやちゃんが残した洋服とか靴とかを見せても全然取り合ってくれないんです。それはお前のために予備で買ってあったものだって。そうやってお父さんたちはニュースからも警察の話からも目を背けて、記憶からみやちゃんのことを消し去ろうとしてるんです。
つまり双子じゃなかったことに。
それで警察にもうちは一人っ子だって言って追い返してたわけか。
Look, I gotta say something about it for the first time, I think. But seriously, every time Momose talks, it's like I'm fucking hearing Freezer from Dragon Ball. It's just she has it's such a distinct voice, right? I don't even know if it's a fucking guy or not. Let's look this shit up. It's actually not fucking her. Wow. I'm mind blown. Like, not even gonna kid. Oh, no. I fucked up. I meant as like she reminds me of Orochimaru from Naruto. But their voices are so similar. Like, yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah. So the guy who does Freezer, well, it's a guy who does Freezer and a Cooler and whatever the fuck in Dragon Ball, but it's a woman who does Orochimaru. Yeah. All right, let's continue.
私とみやちゃんは一卵性で見た目は瓜二つなんですけど。
That's kind of fucked up. So who knows if Mia died? Maybe it's Yua who died.
あの子は、妹は親から嫌われていました。あの子はいつも自分の気持ちを押し殺して 私のことを一番に考えてくれていたんです。
As Yua spoke, she recalled a memory from the time when Mia had been alive. It was when they were still in elementary school. One day, their relatives brought them a single teddy bear as a present. In opposition to the delighted Yua, Mia said she hated stuffed animals and wouldn't give it a second glance. Their relatives and parents were repelled by Mia's not childish behavior. Even then, Yua had secretly told that the two of them should share it and treasure it, but Mia only answered, "I don't want stuffed animals, so you can have it." About a month later, when Yua was starting to become bored with the teddy bear, she woke abruptly late at night and witnessed a certain scene. Mia was hugging and talking to the teddy bear with a rapturous look on her face. It was the first time Yua had ever seen her look so happy. Then, for the first time, Yua realized her sister had been lying about not liking stuffed animals. She had borne it the whole time for her big sister's sake. Fucked up. The next day, Yua found a drawing of a bear, which Mia herself seemed to have sketched under Mia's pillow. So let me fucking say something right here. You don't fucking buy one stuffed animal for two kids, alright? Bad parenting. Don't do it. Like, who the fuck does that? Fuck. I forgot to read something. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. Mia had slept holding it as she waited for Yua to tire of the stuffed animals. Stuffed animal, fuck. The same sort of thing had gone on for these past 18 years. When they celebrated their birthday, he was always the one who blew out the candles on the cake. Mia angered their parents by saying, like I could ever do something so idiotic. Yua moved up to private Sume Academy after middle school, but Mia deliberately took a delinquent attitude at school and lowered her marks, and as a result she went to a public school. Because of the issue of tuition, their parents could only afford to send one of them. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Holy fuck.
私は結局ミヤちゃんの優しさに甘えて今まで自分だけいい思いをしてきました。
Hold the fuck on. My PC started freaking out, or at least the game. I noticed on Windows 10 the game really doesn't like being played. Dude, hold the fuck on. I want to read this shit. Because of the issue of tuition, their parents could only afford to send one of them to a private school. No matter how Yua tried to yield to her younger sister, Mia stopped her and prioritized her instead. Moreover, she purposefully assumed the sort of demeanor meant to make others dislike her. Okay.
ミヤちゃんがいなくなって初めてもっとあの子のために何かできることがあったはずだってすごく後悔して、私が代わりに死んであげればよかった。しかも挙句に親に存在そのものを忘れられてしまうなんて、こんなのあんまりです。あんまりにも悲しいです。
Having squeezed out this many words, Yua hit her limit. She took off her glasses and broke down crying, pressing at the corner of her eyes. Momose sat next to her and gently stroked her back.
それでゆあちゃんは一人で事件のことを調べていたらしいの。ミヤちゃんに一体何があったのか知るためにね。
そりゃ大変だったろう。
そして一人の人物を突き止めた。
あ？
Arm around Yua's shoulders, Momose gave Ban a look.
西条匠くんよ。
なるほどね。
Ban leaned forward from the sofa as he rubbed his unshaven jaw. Look, I cannot fucking read. You know this shit by now.
いつだったか西条と追跡劇をしてたっていう女子高生の話を所轄のデカから聞いたんだが、もしかしてユアちゃんだったりする？
Yoa gave him an apologetic nod.
ああ、興味あるな。詳しく聞かせてもらおうと思ったけどちょっとごめんよ。
Smiling ruefully, he gave Yua and Momose a light bow. The cell phone in his inner suit pocket was what had interrupted him. He quickly pulled it out and checked the LCD screen. Sue's name was displayed there.
もしもし、どうした？
先輩、7番目っす。
なんだと？
Sue's voice was tense. Even the sound of the other investigators rushing around in a panic behind him came through the phone. And it would seem that Suo was at headquarters.
ニュージェネ第7の事件が起きたんすよ。
Eyes wide, Bun finally hit his lip and a bitter look on his face. Deducing the gravity of the situation from his bearing, Momose and Yua watched him worriedly.
ガイシャは3人、友人同士らしいっす。3人とも胴体から体が切断されてて、
Damn.
それぞれの上半身と下半身を別々に入れ替えて手ぐす、釣りとっすね。それで縫い付けられてたっす。
What the fuck? That's pretty fucking cool, actually.
それと額にそれぞれ Q、D、N って読める傷が。
何かのメッセージか？
さあ、そこまでは。それと気になることが。司法解剖の結果分かったんすけど、ガイシャの胴体の切断部はノコギリとか包丁とかそういう刃物で切断されたものじゃないって。
どういう意味だ？
なんか強い力で引きちぎられたそうっす。
引きちぎられた。
Upon listening to his words in a groan, Bun scratched his head with the handle of his fan.
まるで怪獣だな。あるいは最近流行りの魔法使いとかな。
先輩、それマジで言ってんすか？映画オタクの自分でもさすがにその意見には同意しかねるっす。
単なる例えだ、バカが。いいから、さっさと捜査に戻れ。
With that as his sole message, Bun ended the call. That's pretty fucking insane. I wonder who it is. Now that it was November, the sun had seemed to set much earlier. When I went... Whoa, this fucking... Oh. When I headed home from school with Remy, the sky was dyed pale orange.
ごめんね。
I can't even fucking know what the fuck that word means. Remy abruptly apologized to me.
たく、いろいろ大変だったんでしょ。
It had been a while since I last gone home with Remy like this. I was sincerely happy she'd returned. She'd said, let's go home together to me today. Although since we'd only gone back together 2 times before, to begin with, I'd secretly feared she would act as if nothing had ever happened. But it wasn't that way at all.
一緒にいてあげられなくてごめん。知り合いが例の地震で怪我しちゃって、ずっと面倒見てたから。
Though I hadn't asked her, Remy told me about it without being prompted. But to be perfectly honest, Remy's words were mostly failing to enter my head now. The bandage on Nanami's wrist I'd seen at noon, it had burned itself into my eyes and wouldn't go away.
もしかして怒ってる？
In the end, I'd failed to call Nanami after seeing it. I'd become scared of calling out to her. Even though Nanami was my little sister. even though I was Nanami's big brother. I hadn't quite understood who she was at the time. The nurse had said Nanami wasn't injured. The hand Shogun sent to my base had disappeared from my refrigerator. It was supposed to have been a delusion. Yet why had Nanami worn a bandage wrapped around her right wrist today? Could it simply be that I was overthinking things and the reason behind it was something as minor as a burn or a bug bite? Yes, of course, that was most likely the answer of all. But I was still scared to find out. Despite the fact that I hadn't been able to save Nanami, I went on dawdling like this and didn't make any attempt to talk to her. I truly was the worst brother ever.
ねえタク、おーい、もしもーし。怒ってるならそう言ってよ。無視されるのって結構傷ついちゃうな。
え？
When I looked at Rumi, she was wilting.
あ、
もしかして私の話聞いてなかった？
After waffling for a bit, I nodded, upon which Rumi's pointer finger bored into my cheek.
石、てっきり無視されたかと思ったよ。紛らわしいことしない。
Ah, your nails. It hurts when you dig your nails and you know.
あ、大丈夫？
Rumi murmured her usual phrase upon finally stopping her cheek poking. Yes, Rumi always used those words to show her concern for me.
お昼ぐらいから顔色良くないよ。元気もないみたいだし。もしかして誰かにひどいこと言われた？だったら私に教えて。怒ってきてあげるから。
Like a big sister or my guardian. Rumi had quite a meddlesome personality. While I was already as plain as a nose on my face from how she was nice enough to go along with a creepy otaku like me. I was grateful for how she worried about me. Until now, I'd been worried about something. All I could do was either bear it up by myself or post it anonymously at 8chan. Maybe I should talk to her about Nanami. When I spoke to her about these sorts before, Rumi hadn't believed a word of it. She'd shown the natural reaction of a person who operated by common sense. Which was why, if I brought it up this time, the likely result was her either being put off or brushing it off with a laugh. If so, there wouldn't be any point in asking her advice. I was fine as long as Rumi was with me. It seemed like it'd be a better idea to ask Kozupi or Sena about this issue.
Hmm. 相変わらず汚いね。
Rumi muttered in amazement the instant she set foot in my base. For all that, I didn't really get why she was smiling so happily.
変わってないな。この部屋の汚さがまさにタクって感じ。
If you're gonna go on about it that much, you could clean up for me. I turned on my PC.
ちょっと。帰ってくるなりパソコン？友達が来てるんだから少しはおもてなししてあげようっていう気持ちにはならないのかな。ねえ、お話ししようよ。
Rumi had made a reckless demand as she sat on the sofa. Oh god. If I had a mano-a-mano conversation with a 3D girl, I'd soon run out of things to talk about. While I'd gotten much more used to it due to the recent increase in how many opportunities I had to speak with Rumi, I still wouldn't last 5 minutes. Besides, my head was full of Nanami right now, and I was very much not in the mood to have a light-hearted conversation. That was why it ended up seeming like I was ignoring Rumi. Painfully aware of my own uselessness, I sat down in my chair. I sensed Remy shifting behind me. The sound of her clothes rustling drew nearer.
だから無視しないでよ。
Before I had time to turn around, she'd embraced me from behind. I smelled her tender floral scent. Her soft chest pressed against my back.
寂しいよ。そういうことされると。
This guy has the fucking best illusions ever. Apparently I had retreated from reality again, and woven myself into a convenient illusion. When I thought about it that way, my sense of hollowness grew stronger than my lust, and I couldn't even enjoy it as a daydream. Instead of pouncing on her, I took advantage of the fact that it was all delusionary, and I could speak freely here, to confront her with how I honestly felt.
僕だって寂しかった。辛かったんだ。リミがこの1週間全然連絡くれなくて。
Rimi's movements were conveyed directly to me from my back. Each time she took a breath, her chest shifted up and down minutely. It was only to be expected, but it served to remind me she was living.
ごめん。一緒にいてあげられなくてごめん。
Rimi's arms went tighter and tighter around me.
私の中でもまだ迷いがあって、どうしたらいいかわからなくて、ちょっと考えてみようと思って。
は？
What had she felt torn about? What in the world was she talking about?
そもそも私、タクと一緒にいていいのかなとか、このままの関係を続けるべきなのかなとか。でもね、このままじゃきっとダメなんだ。それじゃあ何も救えない。ねえタク、私が最初に願ったのはさ、一つだけだった。なのにどうして私は際限なく望み続けちゃうんだろうね。あの空を見つけた時に私は
I didn't understand what Rimi was saying. I couldn't come up with a reply. Silence descended. Close by my ear, I heard the faint sound of Rimi breathing. It would be strange if the denouement didn't come soon, but nothing happened as silence closed in around us. Could it be that this wasn't a delusion? The instant I realized that, tension shot through my body all at once. In reality, Rimi was embracing me, pressed up to me without a gap between us. It almost sent my reason flying away. I had a feeling that Rimi would forgive me even if I went ahead and pounced on her. What the fuck? I gulped in a breath and...
メールだよボケナス。今の何？
As those started, Rimi jumped away from me. The soft sensation of her vanished. A complex feeling spread within me, partly a sense of having been saved, partly regret. No more than that, Rimi had heard Seraton's new message voice. This was fairly humiliating. When I opened my email client, I had 3 messages from Grim telling me to come to our chat room. Now that he mentioned it, I hadn't chatted with Grim at all lately, even though we'd met up online practically every day in the past. Because I'd also held back on playing Enshu, it had probably been close to 10 days since we'd last spoken. Yeah, this is gonna get some good ass shit. What up? Is what I said. Hey, Night Hartgun. I've been waiting for you. There's a new mob gen. What are you saying? New gen, new gen. What the fuck? How did new gen end up as moop gen? New generation, new gen, boop, boop gen, moop gen. Okay. It makes sense if you think about it. More importantly, the seventh incident.
どうしたの？
Noticing me catch my breath, Remy got up and walked over. She peered at the PC monitor from behind me.
第7の事件。
It had happened again. New gen again. How long would it continue? Would I be the next to get killed? The one after that?
タク、気にすることないよ。
Of course not.
何も怖いことなんてない。
Sure.
タクは狙われたりなんかしない。
Sure.
全部タクの被害妄想。
This seems kind of fucked up. Baseless words of comfort. That won't soothe my heart, Remy. The aside, Grim was practically the new Jenna case publicist. He reported every little thing to me. Now too, he went out of his way to post multiple links to news sites and so forth. Apparently he was telling me to take a look at them. I reluctantly clicked his links and bit hard down on my lip. Bit down hard on my lip. Sorry. Okay. Around 4:50 in the morning of the 4th, 3 male corpses deemed to have been murdered by an unidentified person were discovered at one of the iron poles along the railroad tracks in Shibuya district of Tokyo. The victims are Fujita Kohei, unemployed, Anzawa Saburo, a college student, and Takagi Ryo, a part-timer. What the fuck, Takagi Ryo? That seems vaguely familiar. Let me actually look that up. Oh, okay. I know. Because he's a pretty actually well-known mangaka. Whoops. Yeah. And it's not the kind of shit you want to be reading, actually. He makes a lot of gay stuff. Yeah. Well, actually, I think it's a her. Yeah, definitely. But I thought I recognized that name. All right. Well, the more you know. Mangaka who makes gay-ass manga. Yay. According to police investigation, 3 dead bodies were each severed in half at the torso. Apparently, blah 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 blah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. At the vast anonymous online message board, Etchan, someone leaked photographs of the crime scene prior to reports about the incidents. It was rapidly certified as the 7th New Generation Madness, aka New Gen case. It was dubbed the DQN puzzle about how the victims' upper and lower bodies had been recoupled. On a related note at Etchan, DQN is used to mean people lacking social common sense, such as juvenile delinquents, slackers, gangsters, etc. With respect to the sequence of new gen cases, the victims' families are attempting to take legal action against some of the more morally offensive posts that have appeared on Achan, resulting in an online debate about the pros and cons of doing so. Another move gen. Whose eyes are those, etc. Blah blah blah. Delinquent, delinquent. Okay. Of course, it's got nothing to do with the other cases. Haha, lol, stupid police. Trying to say it's one of us delinquent haters with their lower bodies switched up. It really makes it like a puzzle with corpses. I want to train in my upper half with some studs. ESP Nishijo needs to get a move on and pin down the criminal. Haha. Yeah.
今日午前4時50分ごろ、東京都渋谷区の線路沿いで男性3人の他殺死体が鉄柱に吊り下げられているのを通りかかった新聞販売員の男性が発見しました。
That's kind of fucked up.
警察の調べによりますと、殺されたのはいずれも渋谷区に住む無職藤田康平さん、大学生の安沢三郎さん、とび職の高木亮さんの3人です。3人とも胴体の部分が切断され、それぞれの上半身と下半身が別々に入れ替えられて糸で縫合されていました。3人の額にはそれぞれ謎の傷がつけられており、警察では犯人からのメッセージではないかとみて調べています。渋谷では2ヶ月ほど前から猟奇殺人事件が頻発しており、警察では今回の事件も同一犯による犯行の可能性が高いとみて捜査を続けています。
The news clip I watched at the very end showed facial photographs of the 3 victims. I remembered seeing those faces.
ああ、あいつらだ。
知ってるの？
昨日僕に絡んできた。
I'd offered my wallet, but they used violence anyway. And I lost consciousness. And Kozupi was there when I came to. The 3 of them had lain collapsed, covered in blood. I took my wallet out of my pocket and stared at it instantly. When I revived, Kozupi had been carrying it, and she'd given it back to me. Maybe the one who killed those 3 was... No, that's wrong. At the time, when I last saw their faces, they'd certainly been pummeled, and they were blood-soaked, but their torsos hadn't been sliced in half or anything. They'd been murdered after Kozupi and I left the scene. It had to be Shogun. That old geezer was challenging me. Damn it, how far was he planning to drive me into a psychological corner? It felt like I was about to throw up. My stomach ached sharply, and I pressed a hand against my belly. Was I next? This time, would I be the next one to die?
終了。
Rimi's hand reaching from out behind me pressed the power button on the monitor. The screen went pitch black.
落ち着いて。
Seems legit.
気にすることないよ。ただの偶然だって、きっと。
How could Rimi be so carefree? It was impossible for so many coincidences to pile up like this.
それより、お腹空いちゃった。ねえ、私が行きつけのお店があるんだけど、そこにご飯食べに行かない？安くて美味しいんだよ。私が保証する。まあ、お客さんはおじさんが多いから、私みたいのが一人で行くのはちょっと恥ずかしいけどね。あ、それと、駅の中に入らなくちゃいけないんだった。渋谷駅のコーナーにあるから。ちなみに、山手線内回りと外回りのホーム、どっちにもあるんだけど、私は断然内回りの方が好き。
Dinner. God damn it, I had to. I really wasn't going to be able to work up an appetite. It felt like someone was holding a knife to my throat. That sensation. I'd been told, I can kill you whenever I like. Let me go already. What are you saying? That I've done. What are you saying? What are you saying I've done that's so wrong? I'm completely sick of this stuff. Alright. Well, that's it for this episode. I'm going to see you guys next time, and I hope you enjoyed.